Slayers, I'm the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and come on to the all legendary, all awesome, all brand new, all original Saturn Week. Saturn Week, the week in which we, for 3 videos, take a look at 3 special Sega Saturn games that I chose for us to look at. Now, I had this idea, and I'm going to do this every once in a while. I'm going to pick 1 week from every month and base it off 1 console, and we're going to either look at 3 random Sega games on that console or 3 Sega games on a Sega console. You know what I'm saying? So it could be anything from the Sega Master System to the Wii U. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it would be perfect to start off with none other than my favorite console of all time and the mascot of my channel, the Sega Saturn. And what better game to start off with than an absolute classic, Daytona USA. So today we're going to be talking about what made Daytona USA, Sega Saturn, so good, okay? And no, hold on. We're just going to be talking about what made it so good today. So I just have to find that real quick and we'll be fine. Now, some of you might be like, well, Sega Sir, you should have done this from the start. And yes, you're right, I should have done this from the start. But the thing is, I didn't do this from the start. So now we have to sit here and find it ourselves. Fun, right? Fun. Definitely fun. Now, hold on. I will find it. I promise you. You don't have to worry. I will find it at some point. There it is. Good old Daytona USA. We're just going to launch the game. Once it starts, we'll be all good. Yeah, it takes a second, but trust me, it took me a while. And when I tell you it took me a while, it did take me a little minute to get Saturn emulation up and running. I did a video on it, and it was very unperfect, but now it's perfect. Look at it. Beautiful. Freaking, dude, it's 60 FPS, okay? So today we're going to be talking about what made the classic Daytona USA Sega Saturn so good. Now, this video was inspired by a certain comment, and I'll let you see that comment right here, right now. Okay, so really quick, as you can see, the person who made the comment would have been right here. His name is Phil Dawson, and he thinks the Saturn version is absolutely awesome. It runs about 20 FPS. I mean, absolutely awful. It runs at about 23 FPS. The Dreamcast version is fantastic. Yes, the Dreamcast version is better, but like I said, there's no denying that the Saturn version is still a good game, and you're going to see why in this video. But that being said, yeah, go ahead and watch the rest of the video. Okay, and you've seen the comment, so now you know what happened. Okay, so essentially I had got that comment, right, and I wanted to. The person in the comment had said Daytona USA on Sega Saturn was garbage. Okay, they said it was garbage. They said it wasn't good, and they said they didn't like it, and the Dreamcast one was way better. And I mean, yeah, it's true. The first iteration of Daytona USA on the Sega Saturn, aka this version, was less than stellar. Okay. But it's still a good game, and I don't think people should dismiss it. Now, first off, I'm pretty sure you all know the history behind this port, but if you don't, essentially, blah blah blah, it was rushed to market to get this game out as quick as possible on the Saturn, while Sega could still capitalize on Daytona USA. Essentially, they didn't put as much polish into it. It looks a mess. It really does look a mess, that much can be said. The frame rate was kind of abysmal, popping that you could see like crazy, and it was just overall a very underwhelming port for the time. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, Sega eventually did come to release a second iteration. Some places call it Daytona USA Gold, and Special Championship Edition is what it's called here in America, but I'm pretty sure in Japan it's called Daytona USA Gold, if I'm correct. But I know here in America it's Daytona USA Special Championship Edition, and it's essentially this game, but they boosted. The graphics look a little bit better, the frame rate is better, they fixed a lot of the animations, and the game just plays a lot better in Special Championship Edition. But still, I prefer the original release of it. It has a certain charm to it, and I think the best way to show you would be to start the game. Hold on, my controller's acting stupid. Come on. The best way to show you would be to start the game. Dude, come on. Hold on, folks. Give me 1 second. Let's just go ahead and reset it because what I think happens is the thing about this emulator is Saturn emulation has got a lot better. I can run Saturn emulation no problem, but one of the main problems of Saturn emulation is just the controller detection in general, right? If your controller even disconnects a bit, it will refuse to register it. So that's kind of stupid. So now I have to quit and open it back up because it refuses to register. It refuses to register my controller. Gotta love Yaba Sanshiro. Now, yes, this is an old emulator. You can just tell it's an old emulator. But, I mean, like I said, it runs extremely well to be an old emulator, especially an emulator this old. It does run, it runs like butter. At least after some tinkering, it does anyway. It runs perfect. Now, if it takes forever to start, but, I mean, like I said, there we go. I can start now. We all know about the problems with this game, but let's get into it in more detail. So you can see, getting onto the game, you have two modes: arcade mode, Saturn mode, ranking, and options. If you go into options, you can change the game mode from normal to graphics to endurance. You know what I'm saying? I meant Grand Prix to endurance. In fact, we're gonna go with Grand Prix. You can change the difficulty from very easy to very hard, which I'm gonna put it on very easy because I'm trash. You can change the enemy level. We're just gonna also put them on very easy. Stereo. You can change the sound from stereo to mono, or the other way around. You can test the music. So essentially, I still miss this, but you can see, Playing Star, my favorite song in this whole game, and one of my favorite songs of all time. And you just have the perfect sound test. You can hold on, I didn't freeze it, did I? Oh, there we go. Wait, hold on. There we go. So you can mess with the sounds. You can see your rankings. So your rankings are just like who did the best on each course. You can write your name. But now, obviously, there's nothing here because, well, I haven't played the game. Well, see, I don't have it where my thing saves. But we'll just go arcade mode right off the bat here. And you can see starting. It's just like the arcade. You have 3 courses: the beginner course, advanced course, or expert, or as I like to call them, I gave them my own personal name. I like to call this one right here Rolling Start, or the King of Speed. Here we call this Let's Go Away, and Sky High. It's just what I call these courses, but that's because that's the music. And there is a time limit for how long you have. You could choose automatic or manual. I prefer automatic. Also, it changes the designer car, and then you get the gentleman start your engines. Now, I'm gonna suck here because I was supposed to do the beginner course first, but whatever, it really doesn't matter. Now you can see when it's loading, but you can see just the game kind of looked. I mean, if you compare this to like the arcade footage, the game looked extremely underwhelming for the time. Like when I say extremely underwhelming, I mean like extremely underwhelming for the time. Like it was completely underwhelming. But hey, I mean, look at this. They're a lot more generous in the very easy mode. You get a whole minute to yourself. You probably almost essentially won't lose. And on very easy, you can also easily beat the CPU. You can use very easy for practice. Now I can do fine on the normal gameplays, but if I even dare bump it up to hard, the difficulty destroys me. But yes, the thing is, a lot of people write this port of Daytona off as a bad port of it. And I especially compare it to Special Championship Edition. And while I think Special Championship Edition is the definitive way to play Daytona USA on the Saturn, this is not a bad game, man. It is so good. I love it. The music, I think the way the Saturn did the music, because if you don't know, the arcade had more so robotic music, whereas more digitized music, I guess you could say. Whereas this game right here opted for straight up like CD quality voices, and it sounded good. It sounded so good. This is my preferred way to listen to all Daytona tracks. I just think the music is better on the Saturn right away. I mean, I have the arcade tracks. I have every single track from this game on my phone. So I've listened to a lot of Daytona music. In fact, my freaking intro song is Sky High from this. Although the King of Speed is my favorite song, I think Sky High just was a better choice for the intro because of the blue skies. But still, like I said, the thing is, I think this offered a lot better, because the thing is, right, this port was really good for the time, especially because the arcade game was brutal. And dude, I really have to stop for a pit stop. The arcade game was brutal, right? And you had the difficulty change here, which could actually give newer players a chance, or even just players who are rusty and just not that good a chance. And dude, dude, I suck right now. I have to employ my brake. The thing is, the way I have my controller map right now, we're gonna stop for the pit stop. I don't really care if they beat me. This is just like a test run. I think, like I said, for this time, you can't deny this does look okay. I mean, sure, the PlayStation was producing better visuals, but I mean, still, it has a certain charm, especially when you think about what we had just came off. You know what I'm saying? I think it looks nice. A lot of people thinks it looks terrible, especially because if you look a lot at the car seems to be more 2D than 3D. But I just think it looks good. Like, okay, a lot of people complain about the textures and the popping. I mean, yeah, sure, but I mean, to be honest with you, right? If I'm being really honest, right? I mean, sure, the popping is extremely bad. I mean, just take a look at it. Just stop focusing on the car and focus ahead. Look at the popping. It's extremely bad. Like, it's bad. It's terribly bad. Like, no denying at all. Dude, what is going on? The popping is bad, okay? No denying. But it still has a bit of charm to it, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of other people complain, okay, well, the popping is so bad that you can't see where you're going, and random things just appear in front of you. I don't think they do. You know what I'm saying? I think you have just enough time to perfectly, maybe the first, now maybe you can argue the first or second times around, but by the third time, you should know what turns is coming or are coming up. You know what I'm saying? It's not that bad, okay? It's not as bad as people make it. I think people just kind of over exaggerate when it comes to this game. The turning, the popping is not that bad. First off, there's worse. Like I said, there's worse even today. I still see Xbox One. I've seen PS5 games with popping already still. Popping will never disappear, okay? It's not going to disappear. Things have to load, okay? So I think we can forgive it for that. Like I said, it's not that bad. You can still see what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? And I do think the controls were tight for the time. I mean, like, dude, this game does control like butter if you're good at it. Again, I'm not good at it. Before someone says, but Sega Sir, you're crashing in the video. I suck at this game, okay? I love it, but I suck at it. I love it to death. It's probably my second favorite game of all time. I kind of fluctuate between, I fluctuate between this being my second and third favorite game of all time all the time, but right now I'd say it's in second as my second favorite game of all time. It's so good, man. Also, if you hear the audio stuttering in the back, that's the emulator, not the original game itself. But yeah, a lot of people just like to complain about the textures, and I mean, what do you expect? The Saturn was built for 2D, not 3D, you know what I'm saying? They added 3D at the very last moment, but it was not really built for 3D, it was built for 2D. I mean, the fact that it can do 3D is cool, but it just, it's like I said, the game is perfectly good, and I think I've had enough of this course, so we're gonna, how do we press X, Y, and Z to restart game. Hold on, which is my X button? Wait, what's the Z button? Well, no, I didn't want to restart the game, so how about this then? We'll just restart the whole game itself right here, right? Just reset the game, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, the music here is just, man, it's alone is the reason to play this game, in my opinion. I think the music alone is just great, and like I said, it's not completely arcade perfect, but it's pretty dang close for the time. Like I said, you weren't getting more arcade perfect than this at the time, you know what I'm saying? It is, it actually saves my settings, that's cool. But like I said, it's not completely arcade perfect, but it is good enough, you know what I'm saying? It has all three courses, you know what I'm saying? Automatic, the manual, and you get in and you race your heart away, you know what I'm saying? You just go around, you try and get the first position, and the stages look good enough, especially the last one. Hold on, here we go. Rolling start. Dude, the stages look good enough. They even got, look, if we pay attention, right? Sega even went through the detail. The announcers here, which is awesome as well. They even went to the detail to keep all the set pieces, like the giant casino machine. If we look up here, they kept that. They also kept, if you look up here on the wall, the giant Sonic picture. They kept that, which I thought was cool, and they just, they went through the trouble to have all the detail. Like I said, sure, popping, but really, what else is bad about this game other than the popping, which people complain about? And even then, that's not that bad. Like I said, I've seen worse out there, so I don't understand what is so bad about this game. It's a good game. It is, and it deserves more respect. I understand. Like I said, I understand that the Special Championship Edition is a better port of the game to the Saturn, and it is the one you should play if you can, you know what I'm saying, because it is kind of rare. But this version right here, there's no doubt that it's still an awesome port of the game, and I just crashed. That was stupid. Dude, yes, I'm alright. But like I said, they kept the announcer, they kept your pit crew talking to you. They even kept the pit function into this game, you know what I'm saying? Tell me how many games at the time were coming home. You tell me how many games at the time were coming home even close to arcade perfect. Just go ahead and tell me. Like I said, you can talk about the visuals all you want, but what do the visuals have to do with the gameplay? The gameplay is still solid, and it's still a great game. Gameplay over graphics any day. Like I said, what's the point of having nice graphics if you can't play the game? You see what I'm saying? There's no point. There's no point. Then you might as well just go stare at a picture, because that's all you're getting from it, a picture. And this, like I said, the frame rate, while it's not the best, especially even for the time, like if you compare this to something like Virtual Fighter 2, the frame rate is like basically garbage, but it's good enough. Like I said, it's playable. Perfectly playable. I thought the music was good. I thought the gameplay just feels good. And another thing we have to take a look at real quick, like I said, the arcade mode is pretty much on par with the arcade. Not really too much to say there. It's on par with the arcade. Pretty much a one-to-one like recreation of arcade, best they could for the Saturn. It works, okay? It works. Now if it hurry up, okay, there we go. Now we'll take a look at Saturn mode. If it loads. Okay. So you can see Saturn mode is the same courses, you know what I'm saying? We'll just go with expert courses here so I can show it all. See, you could choose manual or automatic transmission. The difference about Saturn mode is you could choose a couple more cars, though. You see what I'm saying? You could choose, obviously, the Hornet or a couple more cars. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what this one is named. We're just going to go with the Hornet. Oh, no, we went with the yellow Hornet. We went the wrong Hornet. But the point is, you can choose from, in Saturn mode, you can choose from a bunch of different more cars. You also get, like I said, you can have Grand Prix mode, which is just, you go in order of all the courses until you complete them and get a trophy. But Saturn mode, if you look, Saturn mode removes the time limit altogether. You have no time limit. So in Saturn mode, you can essentially just sit here and race your heart away, okay? That's what you can do. Now, it's more like your car sucks at first, because it does. Like, it sucks very bad at first. Like, I don't know why it's taking forever. No, I'm not sure. I don't think, maybe you can upgrade your cars. I don't know if that's the truth, but like my car is extremely slow right now. Like everyone's in front of me. I'm in complete 30th, and I'm only going 69 miles per hour. You see what I'm saying? Saturn mode is kind of like a special mode where you have to race, you know what I'm saying, to get your car to go faster a little bit. Maybe I just chose a suck car. I don't remember there being upgrades in this game. I don't remember that. Maybe it's because I don't play arcade Saturn mode too often. Because it's like, I kind of see no point in playing Saturn mode, because if you really just want to race the car, arcade mode is just the better mode in my opinion. Because, arcade mode is just very simple, and it's what this game was meant to be anyway, an arcade game. So you just get in, and I don't see the point of the checkpoints either. Also, yeah, this stage right here kept its full detail from the Jeffrey statue to the town. You can see he kept its full. Even the giant ship. It even has the pirate ship at the end, if I'm correct, right? Eyes I see, blue skies. So if you ever wondering where the intro song came from, there you go. It's right there. But if it hurt, dude, man, I'm going extremely slow. I really have to play the Saturn mode more. It's kind of fun. You can see it has the lighthouse. Like I said, props to Sega and AM2, because they did keep most of the detail here. You can even see they have the walking pedestrians. I mean, we're chugging along at a slow pace here. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, look, the birds are here. They're all here. It's all here, and you gotta give them props for even being able to keep all that detail on the Sega Saturn. You see what I'm saying? It's good enough. I think they did a bang up job, even just trying to keep that detail here. You have to imagine how hard it is just to keep that stuff here. Yep, and just as I imagined, the pirate ship is missing, but while it is cool and I love the pirate ship, it's not really needed. I mean, it would have kind of been hard to do anyway, but why are they going the other way? But like I said, for the most part, everything is up to snuff here. You see what I'm saying? They kept everything. Oh, no, I'm on the wrong side of the bridge, that's why. They kept everything that they needed to keep here, and it looks great. It does look great. I think it's definitely worth a look, and I think more people need to go out and play this game, especially because, like I said, they always hear that, hey, the Saturn version, most people won't tell you, or most people won't listen enough to let you explain that, hey, yes, the original Saturn port of Daytona, USA has some problems, but it is still a top-notch experience for anyone out there looking for some awesome racing games on the Sega Saturn. Like, if you haven't played this yet, go out and play it. Look, the rocket ship! They even still have the rocket ship. I mean, this is my favorite stage, probably definitely close to, for aesthetic-wise, it's my favorite stage, but I'd still prefer King of Speed just because of the song King of Speed, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like I said, look at it. It's all here. It's all here besides the pirate ship, which I'm pretty sure I thought it was in this stage. I should have done more research. I should have played a couple more times before I started. No, it is in the stage. Yes, it is. It is the pirate ship. Wow, did he just run me over? The ship is there. I knew it. I knew the pirate ship was there. I just forgot the stage is super long, but it's there. I knew it was there. And also, why is my car's going extremely slow? But hey, I knew it was there. Okay, you can't. You can't. I knew it was there. Okay, that's the point. I knew it was here, and I knew I wasn't crazy. They even kept the pirate ship. Hold on, we'll just reset this real quick. They even kept the pirate ship. You have to give them props for that. You see what I'm saying? You really have to give them props for that. They did a good job on this game. I think they truly did, and I think more people need to give them props for the awesome job that they did on this game, because like I said, to have to be, imagine the developers of this game really quick, right? Imagine you're a developer and you're being rushed to make a complete game. Do you know how hard that is? Do you know how hard it is to be rushed to make a complete game? And wait, press C to start, select a mission. You have to just imagine the time it takes to make one game, and for you to be rushed to do so, it's really a big deal. It really is. And the time that went into this, sure, like I said, being rushed, but the time that actually went into this was actually extremely good, and the game itself is good, and I think more people need props. Now, if I would recommend you to do anything, like I said, it's just to go out and give Daytona USA the original copy on the Sega Saturn a try. You know what I'm saying? It's really good, and it obviously doesn't get released. Now it's so many days. Nowadays, it's so easy to play the arcade version with it being released on Xbox 360 and all that. But still, go back and play the Saturn version, and I promise you won't regret it, because it's a fun title. More people need to give it recognition. You know what I'm saying? One day we'll review Special Championship Edition. But really, that's all I have to say in this video. If you're new here, if you could subscribe, that'd be really awesome. We're trying to reach 300 subscribers, and you'd be helping us out a lot. Make sure to share this video with your friends to become a Super Slayer. I've been the one cool Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and until next time, have a good one, Slayers.